But I want you to go in. I want you to do this, and I want you to take it seriously. I want you to use the last quarter of this year as the setting ground for 2025. I want you to just say, you know what, 2025 already starting with me, right? I'm already pre-starting what I want to do in the new year, because we all know new year, new me is a fluke. If you wait until January 1st to start, it'll be July 1st and you'll be trying to start again. Okay? So I want you to dive into you, all things you, because what you don't audit, you do not understand.
Hey friends, it's your girl Tab with the Talks with Tab podcast. I am super excited to chat magic, motivation, and everything in between. Whether you're listening in your car, your headphones, your work laptop, or wherever you are, get ready and let's get to it.
Hey y'all! First of all, well, depending on when you listen to this, it could be happy fall, y'all. But if you're listening to this in real time, I am recording this right at the cusp of the end of summer. It is early September. And I'm blown. Like, how is it September? I could have really sworn we were just decking the halls. We were just taking down the Christmas decor. We were just saying, hello, 2024, and bye, 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 y'all. It is almost 2025. That is wild to me, but time is a thief. Time does not wait. Time keeps on timing, and we have not been together in a while. So I thought, you know what, still a little boom, 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 up and down and back, around the round with the studio time. So I was like, let me just get in my original studio, my closet, or the closet in what was once my mother's room, and record for the people, right? Y'all know the closet and the car were my top places to record because it was quiet, right? So in my office there, we're very close to the highway. And so any car, you can hear it, right? Any background noise, you can hear it. And or y'all know the deal. We live in the woods. Tractor could be coming by, grass getting cut, all of those things that I'm like, I just don't want that in y'all background, right? It ain't got to be the Chris professional, but y'all don't need to hit a tractor trucking down the road. So what's up? Today, what you don't audit, you don't understand. I'm going to run that back, okay? What you don't audit, you don't understand. And I am not only talking to my business owners. I know a lot of career professionals as well as students in transition tap into the podcast sometime. This one of those episodes, baby, is for all of us. It is for all of us. Now, the premise, what you don't audit, you don't understand, I can easily apply that to my business folks, right? If you're not auditing your numbers, you don't understand them. If you're not auditing your tasks, you don't understand them. If you're not auditing your time, you don't understand where it's going. If you don't audit your marketing, you don't understand what's working, what's not, what needs to be changed, what needs to be maybe adjusted, what do you need to do in this time, but maybe not in that time, right? So boom, right? That's it when it comes to business. But in our lives, right, what we don't audit, we don't understand. So if we don't audit our calendars, if we don't look back at our calendar and say, you know, what had me really busy this month? Like, what was I spending a lot of time doing? Was it errands? Was it phone calls? Was it things for the family? Was it strolling on the socials? Was it watching television? Like, what was I spending my time on? And even if you don't need to make an adjustment, if you don't audit it, you don't understand it. And if you're saying, you know, I wanted to start this thing, but I don't have time, or I wanted to, you know, go on this trip, but I don't have the funds, or I wanted to do this, but I didn't have it. Are you auditing how you are using that time and how you are using the funds that you do have? Are you auditing what is happening to have a full scope understanding of what's going on in your life, right? Maybe it is that the vacation is not in your peer view for 2024, but what if it is, I'm dropping an extra 20, an extra 30, an extra 50 in the savings each week or each month, or whatever the capacity is for you in your current life, so that 2025, I can do enter thing here, right? Because the big thing is that what I want may not be what you want, and what you want may not be what the next person in your life wants. So auditing for an understanding based on your life, yours, is really, really, really big, because no matter how much we don't want to do it, how much we say we don't do it, we can get stuck in comparison. And that's something we talked about. I think the most immediate last episode was about, it's not you versus anyone, even yourself. But however, right? In our natural state as humans, it gets very, very easy to compare and to contrast and to just really put ourselves up against something that may not even be what we want. So, for example, let's just say you're looking at someone's life and you're like, oh my God, they just got a house, they just had another baby, they just did this. But what if you don't want that? So if you don't want that, you're judging yourself or beating yourself up based on something that you don't want. Or on the reverse, let's say you do want that, but it's just not your time. And it's okay to not be your time. We do not want to hear that. Like, we never, ever, 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 ever want to hear that. But when I say sometimes the delays are intentional, all the time, it's not sometimes, all the time, the delays are intentional for the design of your life, right? The delays are intentional for where a higher being wants you to be. The delays are intentional for your scope, even when it doesn't make sense. But sometimes, even when you're auditing it, you like, man, the math is mathing. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but it's just still not happening. Stay the course. Stay the course, and staying the course, not on some foo-foo, high motivational, but kind of, right? If you don't quit, you will win, because you will keep going and you will run into your destination for the time. There's never an ultimate destination in my belief. My belief is that until we're out of here, like buried and or burnt and or however our remains will be taken care of, until you are at that phase, you still going, right? Now, you may be going in a different way than you were in previous seasons. Not all seasons are going to look alike or mimic one another, but you are still going, right? So dig deep as you audit your life, as you audit and adjust, as you audit and apply, as you audit and reevaluate. Dig deep so that you are not stuck in some comparison wheel, because you're not comparing. You're not contrasting. You are just going in on you and what you are meant to do. I mean, it's giving tunnel vision, it's giving blinders, it's giving self-aware, it's giving so in tune with myself that I don't even know how to be worried about or have a care in the world about what someone else has going on or what someone else has that I thought I was supposed to have, or vice versa, right? So step one, because I'm going to give you some homework. We coming up on Q4 2025, going to be here before you know it. And I don't know when y'all might get another episode, because we are deep in the work over here. We have done, and I say we, just me and the people that support all things Tab. We've just been doing deep dives. You can call it auditing, you can call it getting rid of, spring cleaning, whatever. But we have been doing some deep dives, and there are things that I love and that I hope to be able to really have a more systematic rhythm to in different seasons. But there are things that are just priorities that need to be bumped up on the list in this season. And so I don't know when y'all are hear from me, but I'm going to give you some homework, right? Audit your time. Audit your time. That's number one. Audit your time. What is your time being spent on? For some of you, day to day may look the same or similar. For some of you, like myself, day to day may look drastically different. So auditing your time is going to look different based on what that looks like for you. But just check in with yourself. How much time are you spending with work? How much time are you spending with you, pouring into you, developing you, whether that's your exercise, your meditation, your self-development, your therapy, your time with friends, the things that fuel you, right? How much time are you spending on or for you? How much time are you, strolling? And I'm not even going to say that in a bad way, but I think that if it is an amount of time that is taking you away from something that you either A, need to do, or B, want to do, maybe you need to reevaluate, right? So audit your time. Are there any things you could do that could maybe save you some time? I'm not a city life girly, so I don't get things delivered. But for some of my colleagues and friends, the price of delivery is more valuable than their time going to the store. So that is a way that they have, brought back some of their time. Though not a city girl, I do have someone that comes in and helps with cleaning. That helps me, right? That really helps me out. So yeah, audit your time. See what's up there. Audit the moolah. Audit the moolah, friends. Audit the moolah. Find ways to readjust, save, and or keep doing what you're doing. But dive into that, right? For those of you that may be more advanced in that, what is your portfolio looking like in this season? What are some things that you may need to further look at or diversify in a different way? For those who are like, portfolio, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about how can I, increase my savings or increase my earnings, right? So audit the moolah. For those of you working, as those reviews start to come up, be able to put a value to the things that you have done and that you have accomplished since your last review so that you can possibly ask for more, whether that's more in direct compensation, whether that's more in what you want your job title to be, whether that's just more and it's time to shift into a different position. Just audit that aspect of your life because there is some fulfillment there that we oftentimes shy away from. And I know a lot of my audience is, Black, especially Black women. And it is a conversation that we don't take seriously enough oftentimes. So audit that moolah. Last but in I got to hit my leg on this one because this the pot calling the kettle black, but I'm telling y'all to do something that I'm also doing. So we're on this journey together. Audit your health. Have you had your annual all the things, right? Is there something that's been a little different about you and your body that you just haven't checked out, right? Have you been to the dentist? Have you gotten an adjustment? Have you gotten your numbers and levels and all of the things? See, I don't even know the language. That's how bad I am about this. But your wealth, baby, is in your health. You can't do nothing. And yes, I said it like that. You can't do nothing if you're unwell, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of the things. But if you are not taking care of this one body that you get, you know the rest, right? And I'm not here. I'm no health guru, right? I'm talking to you as much as I'm talking to myself. But you paying for the vacations, you paying for the nice bags, you paying for the shoes, you buying the thing, you investing in the course. What are you doing with your health? What are you doing with your health? Because if you are unwell, none of these things matter. If you are unwell, you can't go on the trip. If you are sluggish and tired all the time, you're not going to enjoy the trip, right? If if there's something that you could have prevented that happens, you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have done 10 years ago. I wish I would have known more about 10 years ago. And so I don't want you to continue transitioning through life without paying attention to your health. If you are someone at the sound of my voice and you do that, keep doing it well. I'm cheering for you. And I hope that what you will do is inspire those in your corner of the world, whether that's your family, your friends, people in your social circles, to do the same. That's another thing as I'm talking to my Black women and your partners or your spouses or your families or whatever. This is something that is a little bit taboo, just depending on what sector of the Black family that you come from, right? And I want us to be well. Longer life, more productive life, more fulfilling life. And so dive deeper into your health. So those are the 3 things I want you all to audit: your time, your moolah, and your health. Okay? Live well, be well, enjoy this thing called life. You get one shot. No one has come back and told us that they got to do it again, right? And I want to extend, this is like, for those of you who are business owners, you have to do that times 2, right? You have to do that times 2. How's your time? How's the business time, right? How's your moolah? How's the business moolah? Right? How's your health? Because your health directly impacts what you can do in that business. So y'all got a little extra on the homework. But I want you to go in. I want you to do this. And I want you to take it seriously. I want you to use the last quarter of this year as the setting ground for 2025. I want you to just say, you know what? 2025 already starting with me. Right? I'm already pre-starting what I want to do in the new year, because we all know New Year, New Me is a fluke. If you wait until January 1st to start, it'll be July 1st and you'll be trying to start again. Okay? So I want you to dive into you, all things you, because what you don't audit, you do not understand. Until next time, I'll catch you later.
That good? You just completed another episode of the Talks with Tab podcast. Anything that was referenced during the show, the resources can be found inside of the show notes. Additionally, if you would just like to keep the conversation going, feel free to find me on all the social channels. And until next time, I'll catch you later.